Did you know the very room you often see as just a place to let go might actually be the golden key that determines your financial destiny? And by simply placing the right object in your bathroom, you can completely shift the flow of money. You might even become wealthy overnight. Hello, there I am, Master Han. Many people see the bathroom as just a secondary space, something not really important. But in Feng Shui, it is known as the place where water flows, energy escapes, meaning it's a spot where your home's energy can easily slip away. If you let that energy flow out without control, your wealth will vanish just like water down the drain. However, if you know how to place the right item in the right spot, you can turn this place of loss into a powerful source of abundance, attracting luck and money into your home. So what is this item that can shift your fortune so quickly? Right after this, I am going to reveal a secret that almost no one knows about, and I will show you exactly how to use it so that the energy of wealth can begin to flow into your home. But before we go any further, go ahead and drop a comment with a positive affirmation. I am ready to keep wealth energy. This simple action will activate lucky energy starting right now. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button for Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth, so every week you can receive powerful Feng Shui tips that help money continuously flow into your life. And now, without keeping you waiting any longer, I'm going to reveal the secret item you need to place in your bathroom. Something that can hold on to your wealth energy, shift your fortune, and open the door to unexpected prosperity. Pay close attention because even the smallest detail you miss might cause the entire stream of fortune to slip right through your fingers. First, a bowl of salt. In traditional Feng Shui, salt is considered one of the most powerful purifying elements. Ancient wisdom holds that salt has the ability to dissolve negative energy, clear out heavy vibrations, and preserve clean, positive energy. So a simple bowl of pure salt placed in the bathroom is not just a minor detail. It is actually a protective shield for your household's wealth. Salt works first and foremost on an energetic level. Bathrooms are naturally damp spaces often filled with stagnant air, unpleasant odors, and heavy negative energy that can slow down the flow of fortune. When you place a bowl of pure salt in this space, it acts like a magnet that draws in and traps those heavy energies, stopping them from spreading throughout your home. At the same time, it creates a clean energy field that allows positive energy to flow more freely, opening the door for wealth energy to accumulate instead of leaking away. From a scientific standpoint, this also makes perfect sense. Salt is a natural dehumidifier. It absorbs excess moisture in the air. And humidity is exactly the kind of environment where bacteria and mold thrive, which are elements that make any space feel heavy and unpleasant. By absorbing that excess moisture, salt helps reduce the risk of bad odors, and mold keeping the space dry, fresh, and clean. This creates the perfect foundation for both Feng Shui and physical health to thrive. Beyond its purifying power, a bowl of salt is also seen as a tool that anchors energy. When you place the salt in a ceramic or glass bowl, the combination of salt and container forms a stable, grounded energy field. It works to retain what is pure and eliminate what is not. This stability helps the energy inside your home stay balanced rather than being thrown off by the negative flow from the bathroom. In Feng Shui practice, the salt bowl also symbolizes purity. Each white grain of salt represents clarity, longevity, and the power to dissolve darkness. When it's placed in the bathroom, a space that often gathers heavy energy, the symbolism becomes even stronger. Even a small light can drive out darkness, and purity can transform gloom into peace and prosperity. Some families who have tried this simple technique have reported that not only did their bathroom feel more pleasant, but the entire atmosphere of their home changed. People became less irritable, work seemed to flow more smoothly, and somehow money started to stay instead of slipping away unnoticed. That is the compounding effect of a small action done in alignment with Feng Shui principles. Second, a green plant. In Feng Shui, plants always represent life and renewal. When you bring a plant into any space, you are introducing fresh, vibrant energy, a positive flow that breaks up stagnation and brightens up the atmosphere. Especially in the bathroom, which is prone to collecting negative energy, a green plant acts as a living talisman, restoring balance and reviving the flow of healthy energy. Moisture-loving plants like peace lilies or snake plants are ideal choices. Peace lilies have long been called energy purifiers. Not only are they visually beautiful, but they also absorb toxins from the air and release a fresh, cooling vibe, like a breeze that clears away heaviness. Snake plants, with their tall, sharp leaves, are often compared to protective swords. They cut through negativity and hold the space with strong positive energy. Place a small plant in your bathroom and you'll immediately feel the difference. The air feels lighter, the space feels less cramped, and the energy begins to circulate gently. On a spiritual level, plants are considered the breath of the earth. A living plant with roots in soil and leaves reaching toward light symbolizes the connection between yin and yang, stillness and movement. When placed in a bathroom, a plant becomes an anchor point, holding down positive energy and creating a cycle of renewal that transforms the space from gloomy to full of life. And it is not just Feng Shui. Science agrees that plants help clean the air, absorb toxins, reduce humidity, and release oxygen. That means your bathroom will be fresher with less unpleasant odor and a more uplifting atmosphere every time you walk in. A well-ventilated, bright and refreshing space forms the perfect base for positive energy and wealth to gather rather than scatter. To make the most of a plant's energy placement matters. Whether it's a peace lily or a snake plant, make sure it's positioned where it can receive light. If your bathroom does not have a window, you can use artificial lighting, ideally a warm yellow bulb or a plant-specific grow light. Light is the key that activates the plant's life force and in turn fuels the flow of positive energy. If left in darkness too long, the plant weakens, leaves yellow, and instead of enhancing the space, it could become a source of heavy energy itself. Just as important is regular care. Wipe the leaves, remove any wilted parts, refresh the soil regularly. These simple acts keep the plant healthy, and in Feng Shui they carry deeper meaning, removing stagnation, renewing energy, and keeping the flow of life force pure and constant. Every time you touch your plant, you're connecting directly with the energy of life, and in doing so, you are also recharging yourself with peaceful, vibrant energy. A well-placed plant in the bathroom does more than just look pretty. It becomes a beacon of life force, holding on to positive energy, pushing away negativity, and opening a pathway for abundance. That is why traditional Feng Shui always says, where there is life, there is good energy, and where good energy flows, wealth will find its way. Third, warm yellow lighting. In Feng Shui, light is more than just a way to brighten a room. It is a spiritual source of energy, a symbol of life, warmth, and prosperity. Warm yellow lighting in particular holds a special significance. It is not as harsh as bright white light, nor as dull as dim lighting. Instead, it strikes the perfect balance between comfort and clarity. In any space, warm yellow light acts like a gentle flame. It pushes away coldness, softens shadows, and activates the flow of positive energy. In areas where negative energy tends to build up, warm yellow light works like an invisible remedy. It brings a sense of peace and calm, transforming stagnant, heavy energy into something lighter and more welcoming. Spiritually, light has always represented awakening and opening for good energy to enter. That is why when warm lighting is present, the space becomes more than just functional. It turns into a zone of healing and vitality where people feel safe, uplifted, and energized. One of the greatest strengths of warm yellow light is its nurturing quality. While white light can feel sterile or cold, yellow light feels like the glow of a sunset, soft, comforting, and relaxing. It helps calm the mind, ease emotional tension, and build a deeper connection between people and their living environment. That is also why in Feng Shui, warm yellow lighting is seen as ideal for creating stability and encouraging long-term financial growth. There are many ways to introduce warm light into a space: an overhead lamp, a soft corner light, or even a few candles with a golden flame can make a noticeable difference. What matters most is the balance. The lighting should be bright enough to bring clarity, but not so intense that it overwhelms the space, and not so dim that it creates a feeling of gloom. When warm yellow light fills a room, it acts like a net of energy, gently covering the area and restoring harmony between yin and yang. Warm yellow lighting also serves as an energetic focal point. In other rooms, lighting may just be functional or decorative. But in a bathroom where cold and stagnant energy gathers, easily warm yellow light becomes a kind of guardian flame holding positive energy in place. That energetic stability allows wealth to flow in and stay. Another important aspect is the sense of family warmth that yellow light brings. A space bathed in this kind of glow naturally inspires feelings of closeness, connection, and comfort. And in Feng Shui, harmony within the family is one of the most important foundations for long-lasting abundance. A bathroom lit with warm yellow light is not just aesthetically beautiful, it supports emotional well-being, creating the perfect atmosphere for prosperity to grow. Lastly, scent. In Feng Shui, scent is not just for making a space smell good. It is actually a form of invisible energy that directly affects your mind, your mood, and your fortune. A gloomy room filled with musty odors breeds stagnation. It weighs you down and drives wealth away. On the other hand, a space that smells fresh, gentle, and clean creates a field of pure energy nourishing the life force and drawing in good luck. That is why using essential oils or dried herbs in the bathroom is a powerful Feng Shui tool to keep energy clean and flowing. Among all the scents, peppermint, lavender, and cinnamon are three of the strongest choices. Peppermint is cooling and refreshing. It purifies the air, uplifts your spirit, and sharpens your focus. Spiritually, it is believed to ward off negative energy and open the door for new blessings to come in. When peppermint is present, it feels like a clean breeze sweeping away all that is stagnant. Lavender brings a different energy, calm and gentle, representing balance and peace. Its soft scent helps people feel more relaxed and less anxious, allowing the space's energy field to stabilize and settle. And in Feng Shui, that sense of peace is essential for attracting wealth, because positive energy needs a calm environment to take root and grow. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is fiery and bold. It has long been used in spiritual rituals as a sacred herb to clear away negative energy and activate fortune. When the scent of cinnamon fills the air, it not only warms the space but also clears blockages and gets energy moving again. That is why in wealth, Feng Shui cinnamon is seen as a symbol of prosperity and auspicious new beginnings. You can diffuse these essential oils using a burner or diffuser, letting the fragrance spread evenly throughout the space. Or if you prefer a simpler, more natural touch, dried herbs work beautifully too. A small lavender bundle hanging in a corner, a few sticks of cinnamon in a jar, or a sachet of dried peppermint on a shelf. These methods are easy to do, preserve the original energy of the herbs, and bring both comfort and powerful Feng Shui benefits. The key is to let the scent feel like a natural part of the room, not overpowering, but also not fading too fast. The ideal scent is one that greets you gently when you enter, lifts your spirit, and makes you feel welcomed by a clean, pure energy field. That is how you know the space is energetically aligned. Many people have said that before they made this change, they often felt tense or uncomfortable when walking into the bathroom, and sometimes that feeling lingered all day. But after adding a lavender diffuser or hanging some cinnamon sticks, everything shifted. The air felt lighter, the space felt calmer, and it even brought a spa-like relaxation that made the bathroom feel like a peaceful retreat. That subtle shift made a huge difference. The mind became clearer. Positive energy flowed more freely, and with it, wealth began to find its way in. We have explored some simple yet powerful items that can turn your bathroom into a space for attracting wealth. But at the same time, there are also things that should absolutely never be present there, because just one careless mistake could weaken the flow of wealth energy completely. So what are the taboos you must avoid if you do not want to unknowingly drive fortune out of your home? In Feng Shui, every object in your home holds energy, and where you place it can either support or disrupt the flow of fortune. When an item is put in the wrong place, especially in an energetically sensitive area like the bathroom, it can lead to serious consequences for your financial well-being. The bathroom is already considered a zone where energy tends to escape, often carrying wealth and vitality along with it. That is why this space demands even greater attention and care. Unlike other rooms where misplaced objects may only create mild imbalance, the bathroom is different. It is a high-risk area where certain items can accelerate energy loss, especially wealth energy. If you are not mindful of what you bring into this space, you may unknowingly be weakening the life force that sustains abundance in your home. And when the life force is diminished, your finances, opportunities, and even your motivation can begin to feel blocked or drained. Some objects, no matter how common they seem, should never be placed in the bathroom. These items do more than just disrupt the aesthetic or create clutter. They interfere directly with the energy blueprint of your home. Left unchecked, they can slowly chip away at your household's financial stability. In Feng Shui, this is not superstition, it is energetic cause and effect. Each item carries a frequency, and when it is surrounded by the wrong elements, such as moisture, stagnant air, or low vibration energy, it can become a drain rather than a source of support. That is why if you truly want to maintain a harmonious and prosperous living environment, you must treat the bathroom not just as a functional space, but as a sacred zone of energy management. By becoming aware of what should be kept out, you take an active step in protecting your fortune and preserving the energetic foundation that supports growth, peace, and abundance in your home. The first things to keep out are your wallet and important documents. A wallet represents wealth, while important papers, such as savings books, contracts, and certificates, are tied to financial stability and personal security. When you place these items in a damp, humid environment like a bathroom, they are not only at risk of physical damage, but in Feng Shui, it symbolically means your wealth is being soaked, worn down, and washed away. Just like water eroding the soil, your finances will slowly drain if you ignore this principle. Another group of items even more harmful in the bathroom includes broken mirrors, dead plants, and moldy towels. A mirror symbolizes reflection and doubling of energy. But once it is broken, it loses its clarity and instead reflects confusion and fragmentation. Keeping a broken mirror in the bathroom is like spreading negative energy, opening the door to bad luck. A dead plant carries the same effect. Rather than representing life, it symbolizes decay and can create a heavy energy field that leads to stagnation in both work and finances. And moldy towels, though often overlooked, are actually breeding grounds for bacteria, moisture, and toxic air. Every moldy towel hanging in that space becomes a string, tying down bad energy, dragging the entire room into a heavy, unpleasant atmosphere. Lastly, we cannot ignore bad odors, the number one enemy of positive energy. In Feng Shui, unpleasant smells are not just a sensory issue. They represent stagnation and blockage. A room that smells bad cannot hold on to uplifting energy, making it almost impossible for wealth to settle in. Instead of letting foul smells take over, actively use natural essential oils like peppermint or sweet orange. Peppermint brings a cool, cleansing feel to the space, while sweet orange symbolizes freshness, new beginnings, and abundance. When clean, pleasant scents spread through the room, the energy field is also purified, creating the perfect environment for prosperity to grow. Now that you know what items to place and what to avoid in the bathroom, the next step is to learn how to put it all into practice so that every Feng Shui principle can work to its fullest potential. Let me walk you through a step-by-step guide that you can apply in your own home to experience a real noticeable shift. Start by removing any old broken or unused items, such as empty bottles, worn-out toothbrushes, moldy towels, or broken hangers. These objects not only take up physical space, but also carry stagnant energy from the past. When you firmly decide to throw them out, you're actually making room for new positive energy to move in. What seems like a small act sends a powerful message: I am ready to let go of the old and welcome something better. Next, thoroughly clean all reflective surfaces, like mirrors, the sink, and tiled walls. In Feng Shui, shiny, clean surfaces help amplify positive energy. But when mirrors are foggy, tiles are stained, or the sink is grimy, they reflect chaos and block the natural energy flow. So by polishing these areas, you are not just tidying up, you are restoring the energy reflectors, allowing light and life force to spread freely throughout the space. Then it is time to place your Feng Shui salt bowl, a simple yet powerful protective action. Choose a bowl made of ceramic or glass because these materials are stable and resistant to environmental changes in energy. Fill it with pure salt, and place it in a quiet corner of the bathroom where it can quietly absorb moisture and negative energy. Every 3 months, replace the salt with a fresh batch and take the old one out of the house completely. This process is like changing the outer layer of energy in your space, keeping the atmosphere fresh and clearing away anything dark or heavy that has built up. Once the energy foundation has been cleansed, you can begin to bring life back in by placing a small green plant, like a peace lily or a snake plant, which thrive in humid conditions and symbolize powerful life force. Along with that, add a warm yellow light. This light not only supports the plant's growth, but also acts like a mini sun that keeps positive energy glowing. The combination of the plant and the light creates a self-sustaining cycle of energy nourishment, transforming the bathroom from a dead zone into a source of vibrant, circulating energy.